Hello. For day 6 of Noisevember, the prompt is pressure, and I originally thought of trying to make some kind of big mech pressure like hydraulic sounds, but thought I'd go for something a little bit different, and thought about when in things like horror games, you've got kind of pressure building, and then the stinger plays when something happens to kind of break that pressure or increase the pressure. So I decided to make a stinger, layering up loads of different sounds. So yeah, this is what I came up with. So as you can see, it's made up of a few layers. It's mostly, actually, I think it's all like kick sounds and some metal impacts in there as well, I think. So the main layer is this one here that has that delay on the end. So I use this plugin called Spacer by Spectral Plugins. It's another one that I hadn't used before. It has some really cool stuff like this grain delay, which is the thing that's adding the rhythmic delay in there at the end. I then duplicated that so that I'd have a regular reverb and just turned off the grain delay. And this is the reverb that's then on a lot of the other tracks as well. So this second layer is like this. So it's quite a small low layer, but it adds a bit of like metallic high end to that initial hit. And I've just brought down some of the low end on that. And I believe that's just being sent through the reverb with no delay on there. Again, this is quite low in the mix, but it's quite a subby impact. This one I thought had quite a cool sound to it. So originally it sounded like this. With all the effects that I'll show in a sec, it sounds like this. So it sounds super different. I'm using the parallel processing here in Reaper, so I've got two containers. So this first one we've got crystallizer and then just some decrackle on there. And then the second container is quite similar, but it has a different preset of crystallizer, tweaked a little bit. And then yeah, just added some gain in there to mix it in with the first container. A cool bit of texture that you can hear after this main impact. Kind of like a shockwave layer in there. No effects, no sends on this one, but added some nice high-end texture for that first impact that happens. And this next layer is the build-up. This was actually, I ended up reversing this. So it's actually sounding like this. But I reversed that and also sent it to the reverb without the delay on. I lined that up so that it kind of fades out and then that first impact happens. And then the last layer here was another wood impact. I liked the higher end of this, which is why I've butchered it with some EQ. So I've taken out some of the low end and boosted it all like the mids to the highs. And that's also just going through the reverb too. That's day 6. Thanks for watching.